recording, file these away, and at the end you'll get all the recordings in case you want to look at them someday.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. So we're rounding up detox week this week. So how'd detox week go? I know Sarah was out on a binge.
Well, we had talked on Friday. I think it's okay. I mean, I'm not doing perfect, but I'm definitely intentionally trying to be better.
Good.
Ooh, Vivian, I found a new shake place for you. I thought of you.
Oh, cool.
It's called Broadview Heights Nutrition.
Uh-huh.
And it's over in that Mark Shopping Plaza near Wallings. I don't know if you've been there. It's a
I haven't
girl
been to that one, but they have ones in every city.
So good.
It's a Herbalife.
Yes.
Brunch or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you see them in every city. There's a Brea Nutrition, Middleburg Nutrition. They're all over.
Their tea was heavenly and it had no sugar in it. And then I didn't get it's like a 2-pack, which is I'm not certain how it works. Like you're supposed to get a hot tea and a milkshake. I don't know.
Which I got that and I'm like, why do I need 2 drinks?
I know. So
like
I just
way
got
too
the
much.
tea. I was like, I got the tea, but I didn't have the milkshake because my kids got milkshakes and I ended up drinking theirs, but I was full. I was like content.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tasted delicious. So I look forward to going back. And she's a girl that works out with me and she's younger. Her and her boyfriend own it. I'm like, I'm all for supporting you because I would rather I would go grab a Starbucks right now. So I'm not going to grab a Starbucks. I'll go grab one of your drinks. So I'm like, I'm for it, which is good. Cool. A healthier fix instead of grabbing my chai tea from Starbucks.
Yeah. Ask her for the ingredient list. I'm really curious to see what's in it.
I will, because there was one tea I drank was like a super tea. They called them a super teas.
Yeah.
It was like heaven. But I know there's some caffeine to them. I mean, I get that, but I was like, I
think there's stevia. There's some artificial sweetener in there. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would rather add a little bit of that
taste something
into my water. I know, but then I worry about carcinogens and cancers with that stuff.
I know. It's crazy. But we do the best we can, right?
I know.
So you guys live through detox week. If you want to keep going for another week, that's fine too. Keep on doing it. I think you'll just keep feeling better and better and better.
Yes.
Yes. So the thing is, so when you start adding things back in, you want to add things in one at a time. So you want to add wheat back in for a couple days and see how you feel. And make sure you do your toxicity quiz before you start adding things back in.
Okay.
Do it again just to see if you changed anything. And then as you're adding back in, just notice. It's helpful to journal during that time too. But so the important thing is one at a time though. That's the big takeaway for today. And then you'll find your personal triggers. It's funny because I know wheat, I definitely have a reaction to, and also sugar. And when I put wheat and sugar together, it's not good. And I always wondered why I would always have trouble at family gatherings. You know, I'm fine during dinner, but then dessert comes around. And my family doesn't do one dessert. They have to have like 20 desserts. So, and especially at my sister's house. So I have to try them all because how do you pick one? I mean, seriously. And then my stomach would be killing me. But I think it's the gluten and the sugar together.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that if I could start a restaurant, I would start a restaurant and call it dessert first.
That sounds like a great idea.
Isn't that great? I'm like,
that is great.
So great because we got it, but there's so many healthy desserts too, though. You know,
there are. There's nothing wrong with dessert, but too much dessert is a problem.
Sure, anything in or small portions is
right. But today I want to shift from what to eat to why we eat. So it's not just what you're eating, it's why you're eating. I think a lot of us eat very mindlessly. I know I do. And we just eat because it's time for dinner or it's time for, or after dinner, I have to have something sweet. It's just the way I am. And so this week I want to start to really think about why I'm eating. And you'll notice in your journal, it's completely blank today. It's just a free flow. Why do you eat? Do you eat for nourishment or do you eat to deal with your emotions? Are you eating because you're sad or tired or bored? I
Sometimes
think
all of
during,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's called emotional eating. And that's what we want to stop. You guys know we can live 40 days without, we cannot live 40 days without food. No, we can live 40 days without food,
But not water.
but not water. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
That's
can
pretty
live
amazing.
40 days without eating.
Can you even imagine that? You can, yes.
I mean,
but you need water.
My church, we're doing a fasting next week, or he wants us to do like a week fast, but Wednesday, like he wants us to stop eating something specific or giving up social media or something like he want you to fast. But on Wednesday, it's about us expanding our church. We're building a new auditorium, and he said on Wednesday he wants us to not eat if you can do it. I was like, what? That's 24 hours.
Well, see, I'm getting you ready for that.
Yeah.
I've truly never fasted, but I think what can you do when you fast like that? Just drink water, or can you drink coffee? You're not allowed to drink any of that stuff. You just drink water.
Depends on what the fast is for.
It wasn't a specific Daniel fast. It was like a fast. He even said, he goes, I don't want you guys to eat unless you've got a medical condition, obviously.
Yeah, certain people shouldn't do that.
Right.
But maybe you could have broth or tea.
Normally,
maybe I'll have to load up. Maybe I'll have to go to Broadview Nutrition and grab a couple of those super teas.
Yeah.
There's a recipe for fasting bread too. There's like I know a lot of unleavened bread. Unleavened, is that the right word? Bread.
I think so.
Are the ones that my mom fasts usually on Wednesdays and Fridays, mostly Fridays. And she'll make like a grain of some sort, and she'll just eat that in small amounts throughout the day and just drink water and tea. And that's her fast. But I think before that was even a little more intense, but like she'll make like an ancient grain or something like millet, or there was another one, Aramanth. But yeah, so you still get a little bit of nutrients, but you're really still are truly fasting.
You said your mom does that pretty regularly. That's a hard one to say fast. Regular.
Yes.
It's hard.
It is. It's like a tongue twister.
Every Friday, I believe, and I think she does it even past Lent. Like I think that's just,
does she do it for faith purpose? Like is she fasting for church, like for her faith? Yeah, that's good. I've truly never done it. I've tried.
I've never done it. Unless you're getting a colonoscopy, then you have to do it.
I know, right? Which my internal medicine doctor's like, well, now that you're going to be 50, you're going to need like a colonoscopy.
That's
and
right.
this and that. I'm like, really? Come on.
You need it. In other words, he's going to charge you bang, bang, bang.
I know. I don't need it, but
they'll tell you do.
Of course.
Yes. So of course we all have our own individual needs.
Yes.
And I think that we should eat when we're hungry. And I think that a lot of us don't even know when we're hungry because we're so used to eating whenever we feel like it.
Oh, that's not right.
I think kids tell us when they're hungry because my kids are like, Mom, I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
But we are like I made dinner. I didn't eat. I ate a couple bites of it. Like I made that time. I didn't really eat dinner. And I'm like, I'm okay. Like I don't need to eat.
Yeah.
I wasn't hungry. So
yeah.
I'm trying not to just eat like habitually. I'm trying to eat like, I know I need to eat better with certain things, but I try to eat like, cause I need it. Like I'm hungry versus like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. I made dinner for the kids. I should have a plate too.
Right.
But
yeah,
my problem is like, after all this is done, then it'll be like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I need a bowl of cereal.
or a cookie.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even so much. I have a sweet tooth like you. I could have some ice cream, but I try to get like healthier stuff or get like a fruit bar. I mean, I try to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
It's hard.
So this week, I really want us to pay attention to our hunger signs. So I'm going to tell you the difference between emotional hunger and physical hunger. Emotional hunger comes on suddenly, like all of a sudden you have to have that bowl of ice cream. Does that ever happen? That totally happens to me. And then you just won't it's like a dog with a bone. You won't
Can't
let
leave it
that
go.
feeling go. Yeah, it's urgent. Like the other day, I was looking for chocolate anywhere in the house. There was not one stinking piece of chocolate, but I found some.
It's so surprising. I never thought you would do stuff like that. I really thought you were like a super
Once in a while.
streamlined. I'm glad you're sharing your vulnerability with us because I really thought like you ate super like really good all the time.
All the time. Nobody does all the time.
I don't know.
But
Well.
I don't either. No, once in a while, I've got wine's my big trigger, but once in a while that chocolate. And after dinner, that's definitely when I want to. Emotional hunger is definitely when you want a specific food. Usually it's sugar or caffeine or potato or something real salty like potato chips. It's not satisfied when you eat that item. And it also triggers guilt and shame. So these are all emotional hunger signs. Does anybody relate?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, way too many times. Now, physical hunger on the other side of it is completely different. Physical hunger comes on gradually. You can wait. If you're really hungry, you can hold off. Where that emotional hunger, you're desperate for that piece of chocolate. Physical hunger, you can satisfy with lots and lots of different foods. So if you're physically hungry, an apple will taste good instead of having to have that chocolate. You can stop eating when you're full if it's actual physical hunger, and there's no shame and guilt. So if you put those side by side, we've got the shameful, really emotional eating versus physical hunger. So this week, I want you to really pay attention to your body.
Take this to the potty.
Sarah, she could not be any cuter.
Silly.
How old is she?
Go wash that off, please. Go wash that off in the potty.
So what do you do when you have that emotional hunger? Any ideas?
Usually
Try to eat something healthier to like maybe eat something sweet and healthy to kind of get that craving. I did have it one time.
If you're emotionally hungry and you're not really even hungry, then why eat is my question. What else could we do besides eating?
Drink wine.
I said water, you said wine.
Drink wine.
And I don't really drink. I was gonna say water too, but I was saying
you two are gonna have to take this class all over again.
I was saying wine for you, Vivian, but I would say drink more water because it keeps you full.
Water is an excellent idea. I've got 3 other ideas. What else could you do if you're emotionally hungry and it's not time to eat?
Take deep breaths.
Deep breaths is good. I didn't have that one. That's a really good one.
Dance. Put on some music.
Dance. Oh, like Grey's Anatomy, have a dance party.
Yeah, dance. Or I had
walk.
What if you brush your teeth? You're not going to want to eat after you brush your teeth. Well, I would, but.
You can brush your teeth?
No. Then my last idea is to phone a friend.
Oh, geez. I'd be on the phone all the time.
Or journal.
That's true, though. You ever notice, like, when you're trying to do like a physical goal or lose an extra 5 pounds or whatever, you're really intentional watching what goes in and out of your mouth. And then you're like, oh, I met my goal. Then you're like, oh, I'll eat whatever I want now,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, once you lose that weight, then all of a sudden you can eat whatever you want.
Yep.
But my goal is to make it more steady. Let's not go crazy for 3 days and then binge. Let's have more of a lifestyle of steadiness. Make sense?
It does.
Yeah. Sarah's ready for bed.
Oh, sorry.
Or you could take a nap when you're emotionally hungry too.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't it?
That 1 hour, I'll tell you, it takes a couple days, even for grown-ups, to like get your body back into that 1 hour. It really throws you off.
It does. I
Yeah.
don't understand why, because I actually got enough sleep, but I'm off. Definitely feeling off.
Yeah,
Until
like,
October.
it's October. Cyclical. It's like a cyclical thing. I
It
feel like.
is, it is. I wish we all had the opportunity to wake up with the sun and go to bed with the sun. But our
This-
modern life doesn't, we just can't.
Right.
Us.
I had to be up early this morning. My son had to go for some blood work, and part of this testing we're doing with him, and he's fine, but we just had to trying to figure out some like growing pains he's having, and it was early, so we had to be at the clinic downtown at 7:45. So
That's
I got
early.
him, we were in the car at 7, and we were
Mhm.
driving, and he was a champ. He's like, look, mommy, the one side, the moon's over there, it's dark, but the sun's coming up, and the sun's telling the moon to get out of here because I'm coming over. I was like, it was so cute. I'm like,
so
you're
cute.
right. So
Mhm.
I was like, get out of the way, moon, I'm coming. But it was really pretty to see the sunrise coming up, because we don't get to see them too often, or usually we're busy or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a friend of mine posted a picture. I thought it was a picture of a fire in her neighborhood, but it was the sunrise today.
Wow.
It looked
It's been pretty.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love sunrise and sunset. I don't know which I like better. I just don't like waking up for sunrise.
Are you not a morning person?
Not really.
See, I am. I might be sleepy, but wake me up, give me like a little cup of coffee, I'm good. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
in a bad mood when I wake up. I might be just tired, but I'm not in a bad mood.
Yeah, I'm
Mo-
tired.
mo-
I'm like the don't talk to me till I have my coffee person.
That's my husband.
Yeah.
And that's hard for somebody like me, like, hey, good morning, how are ya? And you're like, I want to strangle you.
Well, we're opposite. My husband's like you, and I want to strangle him.
But
Sometimes.
we've learned, like, I just leave him alone when he wakes up, and
Yeah.
my kids are all over him. I'm like, leave him be, you guys. He's not ready yet.
Mhm.
Like, you know
Yeah.
that he's not
Yeah.
ready. So it's funny.
But the morning person, don't talk to them at night. Like, don't talk to Dave at night.
Oh, me neither. Like,
Yeah.
after 8 o'clock, I'm surprised I stay up as late. After my events, I'm like,
Yeah.
if my
Done.
consultants are like, I want to talk to you, I'm like, my phone's on sleep, I'm done. Like, if I'm like tonight, I will, but I've had people text me
Yeah.
at like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh no, I don't even respond, because I'm like, I'm not gonna, I'll just talk to you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm not functioning.
Yeah, that's smart. That's
All right, so I
smart.
gotta journal my cravings.
All right, so just pay attention this week. I
Yes.
think it'll be interesting.
I'm actually curious to see how that will evolve for me. Because sometimes you just shove food in your mouth and you don't even know why it's in your mouth.
I do too.
I wonder
Yeah.
what. So my birthday is Sunday, and I ordered a cake. And I told her, she asked how many people it was for, and I said, well, 5, maybe 7, like including my parents, but
Mhm.
probably not. My mom might like taste it.
Yeah.
Maybe my sister or whatever. Well, and then I said, just give us whatever you think, or make whatever you think would be just enough,
Mhm.
because I don't want any leftovers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Smart.
I even told her, I was like, I pretty much don't eat gluten dairy anymore, and this is an exception. So I don't
Mhm.
want to eat, I don't
Yeah.
want to be tempted by any leftovers.
It'll be interesting to see how you feel when you eat it too.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll see. It's a pretzel peanut butter
Oh,
caramel chocolate, like this.
you deserve it.
Where's that from? That sounds like heaven.
This woman is oh, here they all are.
Oh, that's okay.
Aw.
Hi, guys.
She went to school in Loyola for French pastry,
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
and she is also an artist and studied art.
Where's she out of, Sarah?
She's out of Bay Village.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you a West Sider, Sarah?
Yes.
I think you should photograph her cakes and trade. Well, that's a lot of cakes, though.
Yeah, her work is so beautiful. It doesn't even, it looks like it belongs in an art museum.
Wow.
I'll send you, if you have an Instagram, I'll send it.
Yes.
What I know yours, Vivian, but if you have one, let me know what it is. I'll send you her like.
Oh yeah, it's actually, I can give it to you right now. It's Lisa.m.Gibbons. I didn't realize, like, I didn't even know my Instagram. Someone's like, what's your Instagram? I'm like, I don't know.
And when you're setting it up, you're not thinking what you're going to be doing
I
in 50
changed
years.
it, like I had something goofy and I didn't realize, oh, I could change my name. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. So I was like, well, I'll just
Mhm.
leave it that way for the
Yeah.
people,
Oh, there you
especially
are.
business related, they could find it for me. So I don't have to have like Keith, Mary Kay lady on. Oh, there you are. You just sent it to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, some people have some really goofy names for like their Mary Kay business. And I'm like, no. And like even my Venmo name's like just Lisa Gibbons. It's not like
Yeah.
the pink lady with mascara, it's just
Right.
Do you
Not
have
the
people
pink
get a little-
Cadillac lady.
Do you have any
they get a
Gibbons
little.
family on the west side of Cleveland? Or it's a big,
No,
I know it's
it is. My husband's from the Pennsylvania area.
Oh,
So, well, ladies, I hate to hang up on you, but I'm going to have to scoot
That's
because I
all
gotta
right.
get off and go on to the next. I always enjoy talking to you. You know that, Viv.
I know. We love talking to you too.
I'm off to my next.
It's been a
pursuit.
fantastic group.
You guys are fun. I enjoy it.
All right. I want to
I
get
will-
together live. We need to do a live pretty soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm game. I'm ready for some babes coffee with you, Viv. Where's
Love
my?
babies. Yep. That sounds fantastic.
Or we'll have to do the nutrition place. We'll grab a tea that way and share
Yeah.
a milk. Maybe we could share a shake.
Yes. Share a
They're so
shake with a
big.
friend.
They're so big.
Yeah.
It's
They
like-
are
it's
huge.
like a
And then they give you
lifeline.
tea too.
Yeah, tea and
Way too
I'm like,
much. It's way too much liquid. You're in the bathroom all day long. Anyway, I'll let you ladies go for tonight. Have a great week. And
too.
remember,
I'll talk to you.
think when you're hungry.
Well.
All right.